Welcome to the Dude Podcast here. Got Joseph and Damon with me today.
Yes, sir.
Pleasure to have you here. I believe we're going to be talking about some American history. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Interesting
Let's get into
shit.
it. Gotta get in the right mindset.
Right? Get you some of that.
That deep think.
Oh,
Deep
yeah.
thinking.
Thought-provoking shit, man. So, first thing I really want to address is the thing about Christopher Columbus. We celebrate once a year in America Christopher Columbus Day or whatever. But in reality, he never discovered America. Never even stepped foot in America, bro. He landed in Cuba thinking he found Asia. And yeah, like, it makes no sense. It's in fact, the guy that did discover America was Amerigo Vespucci, and it was Spanish people that discovered America, dude. Like,
There's the Spaniards.
yeah, they had establishments on the West Coast 200 years prior to England setting foot on the East Coast. Yeah,
It's insane.
it's pretty fucking trippy. I don't know. I get a kick out of it because it's the white man writing history as they see fit.
Yeah, it's like, because if you think about it, Christopher Columbus, fucking was born in Portugal, right?
I
Or
believe
France.
so. He actually went and got money from the Spanish king for the cruises, or
Mhm.
whatever you want to call them. And yeah, he went 4 fucking times, and never found America. Like,
But because he tried to sail across the whole globe. I mean, and just,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
ended up just.
he
fucking-
thought the Earth was 2,400 miles wide. Grand total,
It's just-
2,400 miles. Well, got 2,400 miles and figured out there's more shit out there.
They were arrogant. They didn't know shit.
Yeah. And then
They thought everything revolved around the fucking Earth. Like for
Yeah.
the longest.
yeah, it's crazy, dude. In fact, 1% of the population back then knew that the Earth was round. 99% of the rest thought it was flat.
To this day, I still believe there's people who think it's flat.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. It's 2020 and you still believe that? Like, what?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, does
No,
it?
it does not make sense. It has been.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Are you serious? Like Space Force X, like the ISS station up in fucking space. Like, the Earth is not fucking flat. I don't know.
Right.
Like, I wish I could slap sense into people like that and just like. Talking about American history, like a fucking big one that just always strikes me is racism. And
Yeah.
that's a huge thing right now, is racism. And like, all lives do not matter until Black lives fully matter. And I don't care what you have to say, that's a fact. The biggest, in at least America, on top biggest minority is Black people. And then I believe it would be Black people. I've not looked into statistics, so this is just my opinion. Like, you can fact check me or whatever. But like in my heart, I truly believe it would be the Black people in the community, and then Hispanics, and then I think the third would be like Muslims, for real. Seriously,
Yeah.
or just all their immigrants combined with the third group.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Racism's been institutionalized since medieval days because you've had God, the Pope, the King,
Mm-hmm.
your nobles,
Mm-hmm.
and then your peasants.
Well, the clergy.
Yeah. Well, clergy, and then the peasants, and the
Mhm.
peasants. Well, underneath the peasants were the scumbags per se, which were people of color, of different religion, whatever difference you had with this
Right.
hierarchy, you were
Yeah.
considered scumbags or whatever, and you were just trash of the earth. And
That's a horrible. That's awful. That is
nah, it's fucked up. So you fast forward to Christopher Columbus fucking discovering America,
Which is bullshit because he did not.
and so the slave trade happened or whatever, which actually Black people over in Africa were selling Black people in Africa
Mhm.
to the white people for rum. Well, they weren't selling; they were trading. They were trading for rum and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And
For other goods.
And it was, yeah, but over in America, they became slaves because they were different color. The Native Americans were considered trash, scumbag of the earth per se, because they were different color, different religion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just trickled down from every,
It's a slippery slope.
Yep. It's and America was founded on the fact that they didn't want to pay taxes to England, so they fight for their freedom, they get their freedom, and then tax each other. Like,
it's weird to think that a bunch of just like fucking nobodies against this fat British army that like basically was destroying everyone in the European countries comes across America and its 13 colonies, and you're telling me all this freedom and all this, like, you just want this freedom and separation from this fucking power, and just like you want that separation, like that America's based off that freedom, and to then just come through this history and just say only that freedom belongs to this one group, like, or all this equalism, all this trust and faith belongs in this one group. If you're not part of this one group, you're out. And it could be, obviously right now it's a huge fucking issue in color, but like it could also just be in like your religious beliefs, or your sexuality beliefs,
right.
Or your own political beliefs. Like, if you're not with this, bro, like, who the fuck are you? Like, you're dead. Like,
no, I totally agree.
So it's ironic to see all this freedom when this is exactly what the black community is wanting. It's just freedom. They want to be able to fucking walk down the streets and not have to look over their shoulders for anything. They can just peacefully know, hey, I'm gonna go walk to my fucking car, or I'm gonna go walk to my friend's house, and not have to worry about fucking police officers or worrying about someone else trying to shoot them because they're fucking trying to jog. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that community is trying to bring freedom, and it's just ironic how this whole country was not solely based on freedom, but separation in a sense, and that's what we are. We're separated, and it's basically right now. It's basically everyone versus racist. Plain point.
Yeah.
Point blank simple. It's either you're rocking with us and you want this fucking equal opportunity for everyone, every race, every whatever, or you're just a plain blank racist, and that, like, some people can't understand that, and people choose to be like, oh well, this doesn't affect me, so I don't give a fuck. I'm making
I've noticed that
attitude,
attitude,
and that mindset
too.
just pisses me off. Like, you really just you don't have any empathy, any sympathy at all to what just happened to George Floyd, or there's all these other people. Like, I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's an atrocity. It's I don't know. I think it's a disgrace to all humanity as a whole, regardless of color. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, seriously?
It's a simple. I don't know. Who are you to take another person's life? You know. Yeah, I don't know. We definitely need change right now.
Like, because you can't be born with hatred. So, like, how are you taught?
Hatred's learned. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And that's the thing. If you've learned it, then you can fucking unlearn it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's not that hard. It's a matter of want. Granted, most people, white people that grow up, they continue their parents' views and beliefs, regardless of, you know what I mean? I like to think for myself. I don't know. My views are my views. My opinions are my opinions. Beliefs are mine, and like.
No one can take those from you, because that's your right. You can choose to believe in what you say and what you think.
Exactly. We need to make some fucking major change with police department. Our police departments are more militarized than our fucking military.
Not just with the police department or the judicial system, just like with
as a nation.
As a nation, seriously, we just need a whole change. Like, yeah,
it's time. It's well past time.
Like, and I'm not saying, I don't know. What I am saying is, we're fucked right now. And we need to all come together, because we all know what is right and wrong. There's no, you are self-conscious to know your actions and what the consequences are being. Whether you know it or not, you truly do know what you're doing. Like,
yeah.
And just...
I was actually reading the story today, dude. I laughed so hard. Ignorance is abundance right now. Anyway, in Florida, I guess there's this lady. They called the cops on this individual that was holding a sign in protest to everything going on, in a white neighborhood. The gentleman, I guess, was white, holding the sign, and the lady called the cops or whatever because she didn't want to attract the wrong group of people to the neighborhood, quote unquote. I was like, wrong group of people? What are you implying? Anyway, she made a big fuss about it or whatever, and the cops ended up telling her, like, hey, he's allowed to walk here and hold a sign if he wants to, But I was just like, dude, people are fucking retarded. Like,
people are dumb.
Yeah.
Like,
she said, I don't want to get shot because they come and shooting because you started it. I was like, what?
people just don't understand that they need to fucking mind their business. Like,
yeah.
Words are powerful, yes. Words are also fucking words. Take it with a grain of salt. You know, in a sense, like, I hate you, like, oh, okay, like, it just, like, what I'm trying to say is, like, if it's literally not physically hurting you or causing you a mental breakdown in any way, shape, or form, or it's not causing you any physical pain, why the fuck do you care? What? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we live in an offensive society.
It's just shit like that. Like, I don't know why people can't literally stay in their own lane, mind their own P's and Q's, and just...
Yeah, I mean, he's not hurting anything, I don't feel.
He's expressing his rights.
Yeah.
If he wants to protest and hold that sign, then fucking amen to that, brother.
I'm for it. It just really sucks that people have to die for change to happen.
Oh, for sure. Like,
and everyone, not everyone, a lot of people are complaining about the rioting and looting and saying, like, they want that to stop. But the rioting and looting is, I don't know, it's kind of due to all the black individuals that have been killed by police brutality, just anybody that's been killed by police brutality, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Of any color, and I don't know. I feel like that's a way to silence the protest and not make change. Just brush it underneath the rug and keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that's going to happen this time. There definitely needs to be change nationwide. I don't know. If you're ignorant, there's books, there's internet. Most of you guys live on your phone any fucking way, so Google shit, learn shit. Know what you're fucking hating, at least, Like, just be knowledgeable. Talk to an individual of a different color and learn
their story.
Yeah, learn their story. Learn the view from their point of view. Like, learn what they see, because it's completely fucking different than what I see or what the next person sees. Yeah, walk in someone else's shoe for a day. You'll be mind blown.
Yeah, like, picture yourself. Just picture where you are, but at the same time, think of it as a bigger picture, as a whole. You know what I'm saying? You are just this one individual in this one state, in this one nation, on this one planet. But, if you come together, or if you can, bring people together that are sharing the same beliefs, that aren't hurting anyone or causing harm, or you can, help support others in need and come together, then I feel like that can bring change. I feel like if one person can end up coming together with two, or two comes together with three, and you gotta just keep bringing on these people who care and just have these all good intentions of just doing nothing but, like, trying to be good with the world or with themselves or with other people, I feel like that can be changed. But at the same time, I feel like you said, that's all been swept under the rug. I feel like these riots are like, hey, what the fuck is going on with this bullshit?
I mean, look at Ferguson, dude. They had riots for how many days, if not weeks? And felt like there was going to be change, felt like they'd been heard.
Mm-hmm. And
No.
I'm not saying like go riot and loot, but what I am saying is those people who are fucking ignorant, who will not go to the internet, who will not look at those facts, will not fucking understand which is worse, what kindness, what just being okay. That bullshit and them thinking it's okay to fucking hate someone for their fucking different color, even though we bleed the same fucking blood, like, it is probably gonna take some looting and rioting and fucking hitting back and fucking punching back and literally fighting fucking back for your life to fucking understand this shit needs to fucking stop. Like,
Yeah. No,
like
for sure. I totally understand and
like
I
those,
agree.
and people talk about, like, you know, Martin Luther King or like Malcolm X talking about those protests and how like they did those peaceful protests. I feel like, yes, that was their stepping stone, because even when they got them civil rights, still to this day there is still racism. So this rioting and looting, I really feel like is easy enough. Like, we will do whatever the fuck it takes to finally get our freedom as a fucking white man, because that's all they're trying to. That's all they're, you know, they want the same fucking freedoms as a white person, you know, like,
for sure.
And it's there literally is a white privilege. Like, I don't care what anyone. There literally is a white. Like, I don't give a fuck. There is a white privilege, and people need to understand that and need to realize living, and especially with me in my situation when I was actually living with, you know, an older black man and hearing where he was coming from and understanding his story and literally just letting him talk and tell me where he has been and how his life is. It gave me a whole fucking perspective of like, holy fuck, like.
Yeah, it's a different.
Like, I thought my life, you know, was bad in my childhood, and I thought it was some childhood. Like, holy fuck, it was like. That shit was child's play. My shit was child's play. What deep down, like, the shit that kills me, like, yeah, my shit is child's play. What he literally goes through on a daily basis, and I'm not gonna, you know, talk about it much more, but like, his perspective literally just. The day I moved in and hearing his story, it literally gave me a whole new perspective on life now. Because I'm not gonna say I've, like, oh, I started being non-racist like when I met, like, no, I've never been racist. Like, my mom's like fucking instilled in me like racism is fucking, you know, you have to be taught to be racist. So she obviously taught me to fucking love everyone, no matter their skin color, their sexual orientation, their racial or their religious beliefs. If they're not physically causing you harm, there's no need to hate that person.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But there's also no need to like be friendly with everyone as well. You always have to watch.
You don't have to like everyone, but there's no need to hate.
Yeah, exactly. That's what she told me. There's no need to like every single person on this planet, but there's also no need to fucking hate someone because of their color, because they look different.
Yeah.
There's no need for that.
You know what I mean?
And so, but like what I'm trying to say is, so knowing that, growing up and instilled with that belief, it really, really did open like a lot for me to hear his side of the story, and it just. That's why I fully support Black Lives Matter, like, because this is a real shit, and it really is. Either you're against racism or you're fucking racist. There's no gray area.
I
so
totally
you're with
agree.
us, all Black Lives Matter, you know, Black Lives Matter, or you're racist. Point blank period. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep, for sure.
Because it's spread around worldwide. It's not just the U.S. as a continent.
It's
Country,
global.
not continent. North America is a continent. Yeah.
North America is a continent. Yeah. Oh shit! How high are we? Not high enough. Is it that purple one?
This one?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Yes, sir, skis.
That's some deep conversation, bro. Need to refresh. Nah. Live for this shit, man. I'm glad to see change. Glad to see people voicing their differences. And that's the thing, people do understand that not everyone is going to agree with your stance, your opinion, your perspective, your views, your whatever. Like, they're right. They have their own thinking patterns. They think differently. They believe differently. Does not mean you can't have a civil conversation with an individual and get an understanding of their side of things. Like, smoke some weed, sit down with a total stranger, and I guarantee you'll know like all about their life. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Seriously.
it's I don't know. I don't. Yeah, I just don't get it. Where the fuck is our president at? Where the fuck is Agent Orange?
Did you say Agent Orange?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Like, I don't know if he hasn't gotten the message on
He
Tanner.
was checking out the basement when he went down in the bunker and the lights were off. Is what he claims.
For reals?
Is what he claims. This man is a...
Lights went off, so I went downstairs to check the breaker. In the bunker. Oh, man.
So, I don't know if you heard, but apparently this group, this hacker called Anonymous, have you heard that they have leaked files leading him to being a child, like, rapist?
Oh, a pedophile? Oh, yeah. Dude.
Like, you know...
Are you surprised? Like, I don't know. I feel like that whole fucking upper tier is just, like, on a whole fucking sicko level. Like...
And then I saw, I think yesterday, Hillary Clinton was going to court for them fucking emails, that she had 600,000 fucking emails leading into some, like, more child trafficking shit, bro. Like, so, it's fucking insane. When it came to the election in 2016, now looking at this outcome in 4 years now, like, who the lesser of the two evils are, like, either way, like, Hillary Clinton or fucking Donald Trump, either way, we're fucked. And I'm not, like, and I, obviously, in 2016, I didn't vote. I was, 16 years old. But, like, it's just crazy to think 4 fucking years from now, like, all this shit is coming to light. Like, all their secrets, all that bullshit that they was keeping down. Like,
oh, yeah.
It's coming back. It's coming back 4 fucking years later.
Yeah, no, there's some fucked up shit going on out there. Speaking of voting, though, I've honestly never voted because I've never felt like my vote really matters because it's...
Especially that scandal with Russia, too.
The popular vote.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah,
I feel like
I'm
the whole
vote
electoral college, I feel like all that shit just needs to fucking be changed. I feel like all the voting shit just needs to be changed in general.
Yeah, I don't know.
Said the popular vote,
based off the popular vote, then what was it, Frank Gore would have won? Or someone else would have won a few years back. But, yeah, no, I'm definitely voting from here on out. I employ others to vote. Can't make change, I guess, if you don't vote.
Mm-hmm.
So, definitely be the change you want to see. Like I said, it's not that hard. There's many books out there if you like to read. If you like to watch videos of shit, YouTube. There's shit out there, people. It's not hard to be a decent human being.
It's really not. You have to try. You have to try.
Yeah, effort. Effort's half the battle. Just strive to be a better version of you every day. You gotta wake up, smile if you wake up each morning because you're alive. You get a second chance at yesterday. You gotta do better today than you did yesterday. It's a blessing, not a expected, I guess. I don't know. It is expected. I expect to wake up every morning, but at the same time, like, it's not a given. So in the short time, fucking make it right, make it good, enjoyable for everyone around you. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy times, that's for sure.
This is some very crazy times that we're living in.
Yeah, what a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah.
Honestly, dude, this shit, it just deep down, like, this shit really hurt, like, bugs the fuck out of me. Like, I just, like, and I know I'm just one fucking person, just not complaining, but, like, wanting change, as millions of others are wanting change, but, like,
I feel like everyone's voice matters.
I feel like everyone's voice does matter too, but, like, I just feel like the ones that are just spreading fucking hatred are the ones that need to be silenced. Like, there's no need to spread hatred.
No, definitely not. But if you think about it, we've been taught or, like, raised to, like, we are just one person. We can't do much about it. So just mind your business, live your life. It doesn't affect you, so don't dip your toes in it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When I don't know. I think that's chicken shit way to live life. Like, if you see wrong, make a correction. If you see others doing wrong, step in. Don't fucking turn the other way and walk on.
Or just don't record it, like.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I don't know. Yeah.
Like you said, be the change you want to be. Be the change you want to see. Like, if you can look at yourself in the mirror and be like happy with what you've done, or just like how you are with yourself, then okay. But if you can truly look at yourself and smile and be like, hey, like, we're having a good day. Like, everything is fine. Like, I'm A-okay. We're gonna have a good day. Then, you know, I think you gotta have that mentality. I think you gotta be in that mindset. You know, basically 24/7. Like, live. You know, have a 5-10 year plan that you know you're thinking about, like a rough draft of what you want to see in those 5 to 10 years. But you know, live day by day, because as we're seeing now across this country, thank you, my guy. As we're seeing across this country, nothing's ever guaranteed. Your life is never ever guaranteed. This man went in it was just a counterfeit 20 bill, and within minutes. Within minutes, you know, he's gone. Like, it's just, and obviously it was hatred. It was prejudice. It was, you know, racism. But at the same time, like, every person, you know, has to just take life day by day, and just be grateful for what you have that is in front of you. But also, you know, know what's important within your life, within your community, within your friends, within your family. Make sure everyone that you know that you love is always checked up on, loved. You just gotta spread love and compassion, and like, it's so hard when fucking people don't want that, or people can't see that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people are blinded by ignorance, if you will, or just straight fucking ignorant. I don't know. We'll take the politer route and say they're blinded by ignorance, but I don't know. I'm not gonna say I've always been the person I am today. Obviously not.
No.
You know,
I can 100% agree with you.
A lot of things I'm not proud of, but at the end of the day, I am proud of who I am becoming, and I'm proud to stand with and fight for. I just don't get the understanding. I don't get the thinking patterns, the mindset. You're good for now. You know, like, I don't know. I'm just kind of floored by it all. It's safe to say there's an eerie envelope over the country right now. You know, just
It's honestly heartbreaking. Like, it truly bothers me. Like, it hurts my heart to see how many families and lives and how a whole fucking race is literally just still segregated.
Yeah,
it's
there's
they've
had systemic racism, quite some time.
It's been around for a long time. It's just
there's actually a video I'm gonna add either to the end of this or as a separate entity of its own, a video of systemic racism, in case some of you don't understand what that is. You don't even have to read. It speaks to you. So all you have to do is listen. Sometimes it might be hard, but look, just open your fucking ears. But yeah, no, in the video it talks about how the banks used to do red lines, and what red lines is considered is they'd put like a red outline of an area that would be great for businesses, housing, or whatever. And then say people of color would want to buy a house in that area or whatever. Well, naturally the banks would have it redlined, or they would know where they, you know what I mean, they were coming from or whatever, and be able to deny them just basically on where they, like, for being a person of color. No, the video's very enlightening. Well worth a watch, for sure, or listen, gotta listen to it, people. Like, and it's not gonna change overnight, obviously.
It's gonna take
time, but it's gonna take time,
effort,
endurance. It's gonna take a lot of endurance.
It's gonna take a lot of discipline. To keep with the same energy. You know what I'm saying? To be like, you know what's happened within this couple weeks. Like, keep with this shit in 4 or 5 months from now with the same, and keep with this protesting. If you have to, like, I hate to say it, but you have to fucking keep looting or rioting to really get this shit to fucking stop, then I don't know what to say. Like, we all have to fucking. I know that sounds awful, and I know, like, it'd be better to fucking be like a Gandhi, like, or some shit to, like, really be peaceful, but, like, our fucking government ain't finna agree on peaceful shit, bro. Like,
yeah, they're definitely
especially with
listening.
our head in the cabinet. Fuck, they ain't gonna. They're not some hippie type shit running this government. I'm not finna be okay agreeing on some. Let's just be okay. Like,
I feel like he
let's
cares more
march
about
for
lights.
this shit. Fuck no.
Yeah.
With him especially being a racist, fuck no. He's not finna be like, yeah, let's do it off of protest and just, like, calmly. Fuck, he agreed the law, like, the cops can legally now drive through fucking protesters and, like, not fucking get in trouble now. Like, that was a while back, but, like, it was a bill. I don't know if it's, like, illegal. Like, it was a bill, and I'm almost positive it's a law now.
Where'd you see this at?
It was, like, in some state. Not, like, federal, but, like, it was in some state.
Alright, we're gonna have to Google this shit.
We're gonna have to I promise you.
That's funny.
But, like,
can't be true.
they couldn't kill him, but, like, they could, like, drive enough
through.
to push them motherfuckers, like,
Push
in their
them
way.
back.
Yeah, but, like, it was law enforcement. I don't think it was, like,
Man, I don't know. I was telling someone, one of my friends, that we're going to see martial law in the next few years. At the rate we're headed, just with the quarantine and.
now we might for real fucking see that shit because of fucking racism.
Right, expeditiously, man. I love that word, expeditiously.
Yeah, it's wild as fuck to, like, with all this pro shit, like, or protests, like, no one really gives a fuck about Corona now. Everyone just really wants their goddamn, like, for the community. And I like, and it makes it's weird because, like, the whole fucking nation was like, bro, we finna get sick off this Rona. And now, like, there's this event is called a fucking spark, and, like, a movement for real, like a real ass movement now. Like, the whole world's really coming together for this Black Lives Matter movement. I'm really with that shit, like, for real. Like, it's really fucking weird to see, like, now everyone is really, like, going out with the protests and they're wearing masks, but, like, it's just like you're not hearing anything about the coronavirus anymore. Like,
no,
nothing.
it's taking a back seat. That's a whole nother conversation.
No, it is. It is, and I'm not trying to, to become more conversational way, but, like, it's just.
No, it's. This is more important though than Corona.
Oh, exactly, and
we
I
know as much about Corona.
And that's why my point I was trying to get was, like, I'm glad that no one, like, or some conspiracy be like, oh, this is a fucking hoax now, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm glad that all we really are talking about now is this movement and how we need to bring this separation together and just be one as a whole race.
Yes, I wouldn't say we're a united nation.
No, I wouldn't say that at all.
I don't think we've ever been a united nation.
Fuck no. We've always grown through separation.
Yeah, a lot of factions, if you will. You can drive through Kansas City right now from the south side, start at the far south end and work your way to the top north, just through Kansas City, and you'll see just change of communities, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. It's crazy to look at it like that. Like, just literally see different factions within one big ass fucking city.
Mm-hmm.
I bet if you did an aerial view of every major city, you could see the red line effect of the systemic racism. But I don't know, man. Gotta get out there and be heard.
Just do whatever you can to just, spread this movement. And help a brother, help a sister out, help someone who's in need, no matter what's going on. Just help them.
Oh yeah, I feel that for sure. It takes $0 to be kind.
To some people it does not, actually. It costs money to be kind. But it does not. It does not. I get what you're saying, but for some people it really does. It really does cost fucking money. To some people really money is everything. Like if I'm not getting paid, I'm not showing emotion, I'm not doing and it's awful. Like and especially when it comes to people in power. Especially when it comes to people in power.
Which that just brings to the societal as a whole is fucking self-centered, if you will. It's all about me, even though there's how many people in this country, let alone this world, unfortunately this is not our show. We might just be a little fucking extra in someone else's show, if you will, you know what I mean? Like what we think is our show is not our show. You know what I mean?
I think so.
I don't know. It's a weird way to think, if you will. But basically, I'm saying maybe the main star of the show could be you, and I'm just an extra. You know what I mean? Or, fuck, dude. You know what I mean? Like someone else could be the star of the show per se, and we're just experiencing their life from a different view per se. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but just understand there's more than you to the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not all about us.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, get along with your
I
neighbors.
100% agree with that. It's not always about you.
No. Yeah. I feel that. Anything else you want to talk about?
You still talking about American history?
Talking about American history?
Well, that's what we started off with, wasn't it?
Yeah, just basically starting saying, like, Christopher Columbus, like, it's just funny how the white man discovered America, even though in actuality Spanish discovered America. They were just more concerned with the gold and the money versus land. You know what I mean? So they had actually set up little colonies on the West Coast, like 200 years prior to England coming over here. In England, what they did when they first started is they came to what is known as Roanoke Island and left X amount of people there. It was like, good luck, and shipped back to England. Came back a year later. Oh my God, everyone's dead. Fuck it, let's bring another shipment of people over here. We'll try it again. So they brought another shipment of people over. And left them there, dude. Came back a year later, expecting to find them prospering and just thriving.
No.
Kapoosh, dead, wiped out. Scratch your head a minute. I don't know. They just dead. So, and then Jamestown was, colonized and shit. Tobacco is a Native American crop. What is it, John Rolfe? Or John Rolfe, however you say his last name. He's actually one of the settlers that had gone into the Indians to their tents or whatever with them and started smoking it with them, and he liked it so much that he's like, hey, we could grow this. So they started growing that shit. Basically, white men have thrived on just taking.
Oh, for sure. And just stealing.
And then calling it their own, like...
Yeah, labeling it as their...
Yeah.
Hey, this is ours.
Yeah, but it's not.
But it's not.
Yeah.
It's like, no. It's Americanized.
Yeah, for sure. But no, but the history is more about the racism, how it's been institutionalized for years. and just a little
Decades.
backbone of the premise of it, I guess, if you will, you know, of what racism was started out as, if you will, you know what I mean? And what it's progressed to now, and no, it's not dead. Racism's still alive, and
I think now more than ever is progressed to like stereotype. Like, I feel like every person just stereotypes, like, you know, a black person, like, like, for no reason, like.
yeah.
And I just think
No, I
it's
feel
been
that.
like
'Cause, I mean,
not
if you see
instilled
it,
into everyone, but I think it's
Yeah.
been like in this like
each
just like a
nationality
social like
has a
thing, like
stigma,
not like a
unfortunately.
social acceptance thing, because
Yeah.
it's not socially accepted. Not like fuck no, like, but I don't know, like it's just a fucking. How can a whole nation just?
That was founded on immigrants.
Yeah, those founded by exactly, like, cause exactly. We weren't even fucking like here, like we aren't even native to this.
We were
fucking,
aliens to this country.
basically, yes. No,
not
exactly. We were aliens. We were
And
immigrants.
so we're just gonna take this shit.
And we were
on
like,
ours.
fuck y'all. Y'all don't look like us. Fuck you.
Yep.
Y'all don't look like us. This is ours. And that's how it's been ever since. And that's fucking
Yeah.
awful. That's literally awful.
Yep.
And you can tell because it especially started very back when fucking, you know, when the framers were fucking making the Declaration of Independence and just the Constitution and just talking about like fucking women can't vote. Like, it started just very in the fucking. As soon as America was born, bro, it was literally, if you're not fucking white, who the fuck are you? Seriously.
Not even if you're white. If you were a white male, you had to be a white male, bro.
Yes. Yeah. That's a white male. If you are not a white male,
You're
who the
fucked.
You're
Yeah.
fucked.
And then like the Salem
And that's awful.
witchcraft trials, bro. That was basically because of the wives of men that felt like other ladies wanted their husband or
Like
whatever,
affairs?
or like their husband might be attracted to this other lady, so they would have the lady tried for witchcraft per se. Basically, just a way to for
Like
sure.
rumor? What?
Yeah, for sure, dude. Like, dude, humanity's fucked up. Holy shit, man, this is crazy. And I'm not laughing at it. Don't think I'm laughing at it, for sure. I'm not laughing at the. I'm just oh my god, people. Mind blowing, dude.
Everyone needs to be fucking woke. Like, wake up your third
Yeah.
fucking eyeball. It's right up here. Just wake that bitch up. Just like understand that
Day, Junior.
That- you cannot always believe the fucking media. There's always two sides to the fucking story. Always.
Right.
You just have to dig, but people don't want to fucking do that. They just want to
No.
be like fed information because they're
They just
so
run
lazy
with what they
to.
hear.
Yeah, they just want to hear it. They're just like, oh yeah, for
Yeah.
real.
Too lazy.
I can
to
tell
do
you,
their
bro.
own research.
There's gonna be an asteroid tonight. You'd be like, oh, for real? No,
Really?
there's not gonna be a fucking asteroid coming. Like,
Superman's coming.
yeah. Oh, for real? Really? Is he?
Yep.
Like, people
On
are just
kryptonite.
yeah. Just
Yeah,
people
no.
are so just.
Retarded.
They eat it. They'll
Yeah.
eat it. They'll
they
eat
do,
all the
bro.
information because they don't want to fucking dig. Most people do not want to dig for it,
They do.
and so
Laziness, man. Everyone, not everyone. I don't want to say everyone, even though I say everyone. The majority. There's a lot of lazy people. I mean,
factual.
they also drive with handicaps signs on their license plates, but they're just lazy.
That's the lazy person right there.
Yeah, man. Like now's not the time to be lazy. Basically,
It's time to take action.
yeah, take action. Not only for your neighbors, you know, but for yourself too. Like, I don't know. You gotta do what makes you happy in life too. But
Exactly.
stand up for what's right at the same time. Don't
Stand
take
up
a
for
back
what
seat.
you know is right.
Yeah.
Stand up for what you know is right from wrong.
Even if you have friends, families,
Even-
relatives
yes.
that don't agree with you, don't let them discourage you from.
Especially when it came from the
Standing
Civil
what you-
War. Especially from the Civil War.
That's one of the biggest fucking riots ever.
That divided families.
Yeah.
Bro. So
No, for sure.
as of now, it did fight for what you know is right, morally, for humanity wise, and just as a nation for what you know is right as a whole. Don't let anyone get, like you said, don't let no one discourage you, no matter
For
who
sure.
it is in your relationship, in your life. It does not matter. You have to stand up for what you know is right, because that is what the change is.
It's called a moral responsibility, people.
Exactly, it is moral responsibility. It is moral responsibility. I mean, as a citizen of the nation of the U.S., as the one with the most freedoms, I'm almost assuming in the world that has the most freedoms, I'm almost assuming to fucking stand up for what you know is right, no matter, and don't let that one, and don't let that, like, don't let no one discourage you from that. Like, don't let no one tell you in your ear whisper, like, hey, that shit's like, what the fuck are you doing? Come with us. Like, what are you doing? Like, no, that.
Yeah.
I don't care who your relationship is with that person. That is not. That's not a good person.
Speaking of the mic.
That's not a good person.
Oh shit, man. Well, shit. Basically, people, we'll leave you on the note of do what's right, whether anyone's looking or not. It doesn't need to be recorded for it to be considered right. Just fucking do it, people.
Exactly. It never has to be on the scenes. It never has to be on the scenes. I'm so sorry, Joe.
No, you're good.
If it's behind the camera, that's what makes it better. Is because who gives a fuck if someone else sees it? Just do what you know is right. And sometimes it doesn't have to fucking always be recorded. Sometimes that person maybe doesn't want to be recorded, you helping them out. So just put the fucking camera down and just actually help. You know?
Yeah. Peace.